Hi everyone, it's day one of lockdown. I'm bored off my trolley, so I'm going to teach you how to suck eggs. I'm going to teach you how to make jelly. The jelly that's all over Facebook. Well, Slimming World, Margaret's Magnificent Marvels even. 2 sachets of jelly. 1/2 pint. For those of you that can see and aren't blinded, 1/2 pint of boiling water. Stir. Stir, 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 stir. Right. This, I have to, copyright to Wendy. I stole it from her, but I did improve it. Mainly because I read the instructions wrong. So, this is my version of Wendy's jelly. Because it's lush. Right, so when you're sure it's all right, I'm not going to have you sitting here for the whole while it sits. Right, I'm just going to prove to you that this is all I put in it. Boiling water, 1/2 pint, cold water. Okay. Stir, 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 and then pop it somewhere cold. Do not let it set hard as though you're going to eat it. You want it at the stage. You know when you shake it and it splits apart, but it's not quite liquid, it's not quite solid. Almost set, but not quite. If you tip it, it's going to pour. That's the stage you want. So we'll pop that to one side. I will put it in the fridge, because it will set better in the fridge. But I just want to tell you, I'm using raspberry jelly. Use raspberries. If you use strawberry jelly, you can use strawberries. Orange jelly, use slices of orange, blackcurrant. You get the picture. Then I use this. Now this is mine. Well, you can have it if you want it, if you pay me a gazillion pounds. This is my favourite. Rosita made it with quark and a hi-fi bar. I'm not going to waste a hi-fi bar on this, but you can. So 1 pot is 5 sins. I'm just showing you the packet so you know what to look out for, so that if they're 1 pot is 5 sins. Depending on how much chocolate and how big your glass is, if it's wide, you can get between 2 and 3 desserts out of each pot. So you can take the sins down. So if you get 3, it's roughly 1.5 sins per dessert, right? 2, it's 2.5 sins. So I don't do maths, but I'm pretty sure you can. So that's your jelly, your topping, and that. 1 second. Right, I'm back. It was a delivery, but it wasn't for me. So that's that. You're letting that set. Now, let me tell you. Coffee. 0 sins. My favourite is gingerbread. Sugar-free, sin-free gingerbread syrup in your coffee. And I found this Skinny Syrup whipped foam topping. If you make your coffee, you don't have to put the gingerbread syrup in. I do. Squish, squish, squish. Now, let me find a little plate or something. A dish, just to show to you. Right? Give it a shake. It's all shaky, 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 and stirry, stirry, stirring today, isn't it? Right. Then it foams. Foams on your coffee. This is French vanilla. Ooh. I know it looks a bit like sparrow spit. If you don't come from up north, you might not know what that is. But yeah, it's 0 calories, 0 sugar. It says Skinny syrups are 1/2 sin per tablespoon. If you were to measure this in a tablespoon, I do have one. I have everything. See, tablespoon syrup. Right. If that was to get, that would be, to me, roughly a level. I would say that was half. If you wanted to be, protect your weight loss, half a sin per squirt. Just dropped it in the sink. So, I get it TK Maxx. This is French vanilla. They had a salted caramel. Really nice. It's a nice way to put half a sin on your coffee, make it look special. Depending on the width of the cup, you can need 2 or 3 squirts, but it's fine. It's really nice, so try it if you want to. Either half a sin per tablespoon, which is what the skinny syrup do, because it's all air. Ooh, it's all air. I mean, you saw it foam out. Or half a sin per squirt. Your choice, depending on how you want to protect your weight loss. Anyway, I'm going to go until we get to the exciting bit. So I will see you in about 40 minutes for the whipping. The best bit. You know I like a bit of whipping. See you later. Okay, we're back. See, it's at the broken stage, but it's liquidy. It isn't really a problem if you let it set too much, but you will get lumps of raw jelly in it. Not raw jelly, it'd be set jelly, but it won't mousse the way it mousses now. So here's the other most vital piece of equipment. The good old hand whisk. It takes about 2.5 minutes. So if I pause you, it's not to lie. It's just to, I'll time it now. Look, it's 15:54. If I pause you, I'll let you know what the time is when I finish, okay? So you just whisk. And that's it. It gets coffee. It will change colour. It will change texture. And the bubbles will change. At the moment they're big and they're frothy. They'll change, they'll be much smaller and more foamy. You can see it changing already, more foamy. Ooh, very nice. Keep bringing it all in the way you do. And it's really much, much lighter now. I'm going to pause you because you don't want to listen to this. So the time is now 15:55. I'll let you know what it is when I come back, okay? Okay, time is now 15:56. Okay, you can see it's changed. And that's it. I'm going to turn it off. And you can see how it drops. And there's a trail. You can take it more than that. There is no wrong way to whisk it. But the longer you whisk it, the more solid a mousse you'll get. And you won't get any fruit to go into it. It will just bounce off the top. It will go boing, boing, boing. I'm just going to get some dishes out to show you. Make it look pretty in any dishes. That's a little coffee dish. You know, the little glass. I have Sunday dishes. So it's, you can, Sunday dishes, then little stand, you can put it into anything. Let me just get rid of the whisk. Right, there you go. And then you just pour. The other thing about whisking it too much is it won't stretch as much. So you won't get as much. It will make less because it's already set. So you want it just on the set, not on a hard set, if that makes sense. And this is what you're looking for. See how it blobs? If it's set too much, you'll basically be having to, rather than blob it out, you'll be spooning it and basically eating it. And you'll only get about 4 dishes. Right, so you can fill them up as much as you want. And here it will, you can set it. Oh, I need to, oh, look, see I'm making a mess now. I'm making a mess. You can settle it when it's at this stage. If you over whisk, it won't. You won't get that. Let me just get a spoon. Oh. Sorry about this. Oh, it's lush. Right, let me just get some more dishes. So you can see how many it makes. I mean, obviously, if you were doing it for a dinner party or something, you could fancy it up. But as it's just me on lockdown, if you just have the mousse, it's free. Because it's 1.5 cents for the whole lot. So, if you just have the mousse and the fruit, and this is the posh bit, see, settle that a bit. Before it sets, if you want it nice and level, go around with your spoon now, because if you whisk it too much, it will go hard and you won't be able to do this. It will just bounce. You'll just bounce everything off it. And you won't get this many if you set it too much. And then you just plop some fruit on. Raspberries because it's raspberries. Strawberries if I was using strawberries. You see, oh, see how it's already set? Doesn't really take an awful lot of setting. If I wanted to, I could stir the fruit through. You know, because it's going to set, but it's... Let me just stir one thing so you can see. So just pop it down. It doesn't affect that. You won't be able to do that, though, if it's already too set. You won't get that. The fruit will just bounce off the top. Like a rubber ball, like I'm bouncing back to you. There you go. Then the beauty of this is you don't... Oh, stick a few more on there. You don't have to wait for it to set. And you can get rid of the grotty bits of raspberries. You know, there's always the grotty ones that nobody wants to eat. Alright, so just pop that in there. If you wanted to sin this, you could add a measure of vodka or gin or, you know, whatever you wanted to make it really super duper deluxe. If you were using 2 measures of gin, say raspberry gin, that's 6 sins. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's an extra sin per pud. Okay, so that's 2 measures of gin, 6 sins, 6 puds, 1 extra sin each. So you can do whatever you like to this. Just make sure you count it. And Kate's just stood on a raspberry. Right. Oh. So, a chocolate pud. 5 sins. So this right now is free because you've got 1.5 sins divided between 6. If you wanted to use your brain cell, you could. My brain cell is... Well, my brain cell doesn't do numbers. Right, so next bit, use this one. Put that on. There you go. These are small, so it doesn't take that much. So you can put a little bit more on. And I'll use this other small one. So that is, try and get it equally divided. I know it's hard. Right, so that's 5 sins divided between 3 is a sin and a half. You're 1/4 of a sin for your jelly. probably makes it a sin and a half, because you're probably down to a sin and a quarter for the right. So if you then added gin, you would then be 2.5 sins for the whole dessert. And then what you do is make it pretty. Pop some more raspberries on the top. There you go. And the most important thing, then put them in the fridge, set them. But the most important thing, enjoy. Because free, 1.5 with gin, 2.5, or vodka or whatever. So free, 1.5. And just have fun with it. Use different jellies. Just don't over whip it to begin with. And don't expect it to make too much if you over whip it at the end, because it will, it will set. So anyway, that's it. I've taught you how to boil eggs. I don't know. Don't teach your granny how to boil eggs. And I've taught you how to boil eggs. Or in this case, I've taught you how to make a jelly. So I'm going to go finish off these. And I'll see you. Let's stay safe. I will see you hopefully soon. Less of you, keep up the good work. Stay safe, stay clean, stay indoors, stay unaffected. Wish you all healthy. And I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.